Framingham won the toss and has elected, I believe, to receive. Framingham won the toss, elected to receive, will defend the goal to our left and classical in their dark green jerseys, gold pants and gold helmets, and Framingham in white and gold and white. And John, this could be a good one. Framingham brings a good football club in here to face the Lynn.
Yeah, they played a very tough league race. Of course, they've already had their first test. They had to fight the traffic to get here. So they should be well.
They're equal to everything if they can get through that.
They should be ready to go by now. But they play in a very good league, and last year they were 7-3 and had a real good showing last year. So this will be a strong test for Classical.
Good way to open your season was Classical with their new head coach, Dave Dempsey, and he's got a assistant scoring with him tonight of Bob Graff, Neil Hudson, Joe O'Connell, and Darryl Nicholson. Athletic director, of course, is George Gunning, and we're ready for action here. Framingham is coached by Owen Kilcoyne. And they're going out to our left, and Framingham, as you see on your screen, is in their visiting white jerseys with green numerals and green football pants and white helmets. And they'll take the toss. They'll take the opening kickoff to start this ball game. 11-minute period here tonight at Manning Bowl, and Classical, of course, in that tough Northeast Conference, and we expect to see quite a bit of the Northeast Conference this year on Channel 13, and we hope you're along to watch the ball games with John and I.
Should be excellent competition this year. The league is always strong, but this year it's like the 3 or 4 or 5 teams that are strong instead of the normal 1 or 2.
It's some good action. Framingham goes deep. Swinging down the middle, number 21, Jessup. Near side is number 12, that's Johnny Fitzgerald, as they await the opening kickoff of the 1986 football season. Got some good ones on the line here as we watch Classical and English and Swampscott and Salem all on Channel 13. It comes down here on the near side to Fitzgerald. Still on his feet and gets it up across the 40-yard line. Johnny Fitzgerald takes the kickoff and brings it back up to give Framingham good field position to start this ball game. Place it back down on the 41-yard line of Framingham, and that's where they'll put it in play. The quarterback is the co-captain, Danny Lynch, number 13. Brings in his own football. Seems to be ready to be a habit of these quarterbacks. You've seen a lot of that, John. They bring in their own ball.
Well,
does that mean if they take it and they go home, the game's over? Or is
I guess if it's misplaced, they may have to wait a while for as long as they can put the ball back in play.
Lynch is a senior, the quarterback. First place in scrimmage. In motion goes Jessup. Up the middle, hit hard. As he tried the middle, we'll see who gets off the bottom of that pile. Number 31, Ronald Judson. Oh. They're up and running. I thought that was Judson.
Peter Grocky made a nice stop in the middle. They put through home for a second, but Peter Grocky filled it up very quickly, so held it to 1 yard.
It was Sean Coogan. That's right, it was Sean Coogan. Pickup of about a yard in the play, 2nd and 9. Coogan again. I've got number 34 as Adam Womack. And Coogan is number 40. Isn't that what you got?
That's the change they gave us.
That's the change they gave us. So I'm going to go with what Eddie's saying at the moment so we can check that. But the ball's up to the 40-yard line for a gain of 2 plays of 4 yards. It's 3rd and 6. Lynch back to pass. He gets mixed up and gets into some trouble back there. And incomplete up at the 50-yard line, so it'll be 4th down. 4th down, and the Rams hold them on defense.
That was like a feeling you in the backfield. Seymour McKenzie and Lincoln McKenzie almost devoured the quarterback, forcing him for the errant pass.
Not exactly a small man, Lincoln McKenzie, listed on our program is 6'4" and 235, and he looks every bit of it. Going back is number 18, Derek Marino. Single man back at his own 20-yard line to get the kick from Framingham North. Good Booth gets it away. Marino back at the 18. Hit and drop. Going in the wrong direction, really.
He's trying to set up his blockers, but he couldn't get outside.
Ball's placed down at the 15-yard line, and Classical takes over. Going right to left. First and 10 for the Rams. No score opening sequence.
He had a wall there, if he could get around the one shot red, but couldn't get outside.
First man out of that huddle is Peter Rocky. Number 17, Danny Ward, the quarterback. First play, gonna throw it up. Intercepted. Picked off. Fumbled. Still loose. And Placido gets it back, and it's Rocky. You saw it happen. They may have picked up a yard or two on that play, on the sequence.
That's an exciting play. I don't know how long they've been working on that play, but that's an exciting play.
It was intercepted by Adam Womack, and he fumbled it away, and Glocky picked it up and maybe moved it forward about 2 yards and got it up to the 17-yard line. So it's now first and 10 from the 17. So that sequence picked up a couple of yards, and it didn't cost him a down. Forward progress on that for Carvel Cox was up to the 20, so it'll be second and about 7. Second and about 7 for Classico. Danny Ward, the quarterback for the Rams. Right behind him. He gives it off to Carvel Cox. He's got some room. And Cox gets it out across the 35-yard line. Out near the 37. We'll see where they place it down, but I think it certainly is enough for the first down.
Penny the first time Samaj Judson scored the touchdown for Framingham Ross. He cut off the angle, knocked him out of bounds.
The ball's at the 36. First and 10 for the Rams. They go right to left and moving the ball very well in this opening sequence. Ward brings him out again. Again, it's Carvel Cox out across the 40. Flags all over the room. There's flags everywhere, but we'll see what the call is before they move that football.
Cox is going back, so I think it might be a hold against Pascal coming along. It's too bad. It's a big game.
Get it up across the 40, out to a 43-yard line, but I think it's going to cost him 15. It cost him 10. All right, they bring it back to the 30-yard line. Ten yards holding against Classico.
Well, since it's from the start of the foul, it's actually going to be in first and 20. It's first and about 16.
First and 16 for the Rams, back at their own 30-yard line. No score, first quarter. Classical against Framingham. First game of the season for both clubs. Draw up the middle. Find some room as that big offensive line for Classical just pushes Framingham out of the way and gives him some running room, gets him out across the 35, out to about the 39-yard line. Good pickup on the play.
That Cox is running pretty good. Classical linemen are really getting off the ball. They're being Framingham off the ball easily.
Second and 7 for the Rams. Hit across the middle, intercepted again, this time by Womack. Womack got it on the right side, and he gets it out across the 35 down to about the 25-yard line. Adam Womack on the pickup, and he gets the interception and gets it back to the 25-yard line and places it down there, and that's the second time he took the ball off. The last time he fumbled it and dropped it, recovered it, but this time Same play, and it cost them. The ball's inside the 25, down at the 24-yard line of Classical now. Framingham with good field position. Lynn swings them out. The good is aggressive. Cougar put and dropped in the backfield. Classical tough on defense once again, and Rocky is right in there.
Yeah, right. Once again, Rocky's doing a terrific job on defense. He's blocking those holes. That play looked like it was going to go for a distance if he could get to the outside, but Rocky knocked him down for no gain.
No score first quarter. 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lynn brings them out. The ball is at the 25-yard line of Classical. It'll be second and about 10. Jessup again. Tries the left side, gets it down pretty close to the 20. Pick up of maybe about 4 yards. Yeah, about 4 yards. We'll call it third and 6.
Timo McKenzie didn't make the tackle that time, but he reached out and got a piece of his jersey, slowed him down a bit so the tackle could be made before he made a big run.
Lynch rolling right. Got some time. Intercepted. Carvel caught. Hit and pulled down from behind. Number 31, Carvel caught. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's 3 interceptions we've seen here in the first quarter, and we've got 5:54 to go in the first quarter. So in 6 minutes, we've had 3 interceptions, a fumble. We get some action down there.
Carvel Cross has done everything they tell programs before the game. He's running the ball, he's intercepting the ball, playing defense.
Here's what they say about a forward pass. There's 3 things that can happen on a forward pass, and 2 of them are wrong.
2 of them stealing the
Two
ball.
in the back. That's it. Yeah. What is that? Woody Hayes? I can just say. Too much time, I believe. See what these call is. The officials talk this one over. Whistle blew before the play could even develop. Really good procedure called again.
Really good procedure, yeah.
Dead ball foul. Foul against Classical, 5-yard penalty, and make it 1st and 15.
There were points that drove Gil Gregorio, who was flanked out here to the near side, and I thought he could move, but because he's a flanker, but
Evidently he can't.
whatever happened.
It cost him 5 yards and it's back to the 20, so Classical puts it in play from their own 20. Up the middle, nowhere. Johnny Morehouse, his first carry of the night. Maybe picked up a hard yard in the play, and let's call it 2nd and 14.
A surprise. We expect to see Landis and Morehouse in the backfield, and it's been Carvel Clark.
Pick up of 1 yard in the play. 2nd and 14 for the Rams. Out they come. Kenny Ward, back. Looks upfield a little bit. Finds his man over there. That's Eric Utlija. I better get that name right. I'm going to see a lot of him tonight, I'm sure. Sure-handed pickup right there. Gets it out across the 25, out to the 27-yard line.
Oh, we finally threw it without having somebody else catch it.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody in the green jersey caught it that time.
We didn't throw that one in traffic. We threw that one to the outside. So
3rd and 8 for the Rams. Big play right here for Classical. No score first quarter. Carvel Cox dances inside, gets some running room, bowls his way forward to the 35-yard line.
I don't think we made the first down, though. I think he's about a half a yard or a couple of feet short.
Might be slightly shy of that. Look at that. He bounced his way forward to the 35, but it's less than a yard.
Yeah, nice cutback move.
You'd almost think that they'd want to go for it here. It's that big offensive line he's got, but we're not coaching, are we? No.
No. That's probably a good thing with that.
Marco Gabrielli. Fumbles it away, and it's picked up by Classical.
Good team throwing the ball.
Gabrielli never really had that ball. He was running before he had it. Classical on the transition gets the ball back in Framingham territory at the 49. And quickly, the offense comes back on the field for the Rams.
I'm sure the folks at home couldn't pick it up, but the thing on North Carolina is just saying, get away from it, get away from it. They were satisfied with the short
field
kick.
position, right?
And just getting the ball back. But JT gets Johnny on the spot.
I'll take time. The ball is in Framingham territory for the first time tonight for the Rams. Pitch wide. Goes to Morehouse. Morehouse goes his way across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. Good pickup of 5, almost 6 yards. Yes, we'll call it 6, 2nd and 4. Classical looking good and really going here.
The defense looks really sharp.
This is caught, hit, and dropped.
They say we went to the well once too many times. They were looking for cracks on that play.
3rd and 9 now for the Rams. Big play again. They don't waste any time in that huddle, do they, John?
No,
they're in a hurry.
that was one of the problems last year was that they brought a penalty.
Pop throws his way up. Because he had to get it up to about the 39-yard line. He's short by a couple of yards. And he's fourth down and short yardage.
They need about 2 and
yeah, that's just about what they need.
I think they're going to kick again. The defense is looking good, Ray, and I think they want to pin him down there and hope for a break because it's still early.
Break out of the huddle. The man back is Jeff Jessup. Back on his inside his 15. The snap gets it away, and it's a good one to Jessup. Back on the 14-yard line. On his feet, gets out across the 15, shy of the 20 at about the 19-yard line. So with a minute and 22 to go here in the first quarter, no score. Framingham gets the ball back deep in their own territory at the 19.
I'm sure the figuring here is if they can hold him here, if Framingham has to kick, that's where they get good field position again. Can keep Framingham defense on the field. Most of the night they'll be in pretty good shape.
Lynn sets him up. You pull anybody on that defensive line is classical on that one.
It doesn't look like they're going to go too far in the pass. They're running up the middle.
It's Womack. Adam Womack. He's a junior. Wearing number 34. Angelo Memetius. Gets a big round of applause from the fans. 2nd and 8. Again, they try that same side and get nowhere, really.
And there's Peter Karaki stacking him up again. Some of the Italians should know by now they have to run away from him because he's made almost every tackle so far.
Just some strong defense put up here by Classical in this first quarter as we wind it down with less than a half a minute to go in the first quarter. No score in the ball game. Lynch brings them out 3rd and 6. Tries to pitch it wide, can't do it. And I believe it's going to be Classical's ball.
Lincoln McKenzie.
Lincoln McKenzie in there. And talk about field position. How about this one? We're inside the 10. Inside the 15, technically, on the 14-yard line. Got the 14, 1st and 10 for the Rams.
Oh, we said we thought that punt was a pretty good field position.
We got it.
We were proper.
At least on the field position. And Classical calls a timeout with 7 seconds to go. So there's no score here in the first quarter at Manning Bowl between Framingham North and Classical. We'll be right back. the middle, intercepted again, this time by Johnny Fitzgerald. The ball deflected up in the air, and it seems that every time Classical tries to come across that middle, it costs them. Third interception for Framingham North, and the ball goes back over to Framingham, and that's the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play here at Manning Bowl, the score is Framingham North, nothing. Classical, nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a minute. 4-yard line on the turnover. No scorers restart the second quarter. Going to find himself some running room as Womack spins his way loose and gets out across the 10 out to about the 12-yard line. Adam Womack. Seen a lot of duty here in the first period. Now as we start the second, he keeps it going. Gets it out across the 10 out to the 12. It'll be second and 2. Wide left is Marco Gabrielli. Right side doesn't pick up much for them. I believe it was Womack again. It was.
Yes, it was.
Pick up of about a yard. They call it 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 for Framingham at their own 15-yard line. There they are. He might have gotten enough to get it out.
I think he had room to score for the first down.
Womack on the carry gets the first down out to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 for Framingham at their own 15-yard line. No score, second quarter. 9:45 to go in the first half. First down of the ball game for
Framingham North.
First down for Framingham.
He's finding a new running back.
That's Mr. Jessup. Jessup. Yes. Jessup and Womack are both juniors behind Lynn, who is a senior in that backfield. They're set up behind Lynch right now, the two juniors. Take right. Picked off again. Looks like Carvel Cox again, I believe.
It is.
Carvel Cox, that's his second, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Second interception of the night for Cox. Just don't put the ball in the air either side because they just whip them out of the air and they're going to the wrong men. First and 10 for Classical at the Framingham 20.
I just happened to look because the car got a little pump first, and I saw Cox coming up to the inside, and it looked like he had a shot, and he just stepped in front of the receiver and picked it off, and there was no one there. He hit him right on the numbers, and he was very alert to get in position to make the interception.
It's wide to Cox. Dances his way forward across the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. We'll call it the 12 as they place it down at the 12. Good pickup on the play. Second and about 2.
He's picking up where he left off. He had 32 yards rushing in the first period for an interception. Now he's got another interception in the second period.
Very wide right is Joe Giangregorio. Cox down to about the 5.
Another first down for Classical.
These two quarterbacks are going to get a little gun-shy about putting that ball up, I think, pretty soon.
I think so.
The ball is at the 5. It'll be, I guess it'll be first and goal, won't it? Should be. First and goal from about the 7. They place it down at about the 7. So it's first and goal from the 7. Framingham wants timeout. Good first half of football so far here. We've got 8:12 to go in the second quarter. No score in the ball game. Both teams showing some rather good spurts of offense, but the defense has really come alive on both sides, picking off interceptions and recovering fumbles. And it has been, I would have to give the edge right now to Classical on defense. So they've showed us something on D.
Absolutely. Classical has moved the ball each time he's had it. That looked like they might be going in for a score, but then that miscue, an interception has cost them a couple of times. Framingham really hasn't mounted a real serious spread at all on offense, except for the intercepted pass when it was deep in Classical territory, but then Classical turned them back. So the defense of Classical is really showing tough.
Okay, out they come. Danny Ward, single setback flag.
I think I finally realized what the illegal procedure is. I think they've got 8 men on the line. I think you can only have 7. I was looking at the formation that time. It looked like Classical had 8 men on the front line with only two players back with the quarterback. And I believe, I may be wrong, but I think you can only have 7 on the line of scrimmage when the ball is snapped.
And the ball's moved back to the 15-yard line. So it'll be now first and goal from... We got the reverse this time. It goes to Malcolm Brown. He may have enough room. He keeps fighting his way forward. It gets pushed out of bounds inside the 5. Malcolm Brown, number 14.
And now Judson threw a touchdown that time because he was the only one left. And he got over quick enough to knock him out of bounds.
Good call by Danny Ward as he moves the ball down in. It's up just inside the 5, so it'll be second and goal from the 5. For the Rams, as they have good foot, the best they've had all night now as they're inside the 5. Straight ahead goes Danny Ward, is very, very close. Touchdown, he's got it. We had to wait for the signal from the officials. We saw it from some of the Classical players. But they did it to the Rams, and the Rams draw first blood here tonight as Danny Ward takes it in from just inside the 5 for the touchdown.
And that's an unusual formation again. It was like, I believe they call it unbalanced to the right. There was only one player to the quarterback's left, to the left of center. And he took a snap and followed the center and the tackle.
So we've got a 6-0 ball game here with 7:57 to go in the first half. Danny Ward takes it in from the 4 in front of that, right in back of that big offensive line that he's got, and they gave him some help. Joe Joyce. The ball's moved back to the 8, so it'll be 8 and 10 is 18. An 18-yard attempt now by Joe Joyce. Holding will be Danny Ward. Block. Doesn't get there, and the teams come back upfield with the score. Classical 6, Framingham nothing. We'll be back with Classical 6 in just a moment. All right, we're ready for action here with 7 short on this side. Now, as he's ripped down at the 35-yard line, the flags go down immediately.
I think they're going to first now.
And they'll give him 15 more on top of that. As it was number Jamal Judson. Got him already. No, wait a minute. Ball just inside the 50 in Classical territory. We'll call it the 49, and that's where Framingham will put him in play. First and 10 for the Spartans. Lynn hands off to Jerome Tabarro. Foro, I should say. He's a sophomore. And he can move a little bit.
And that was Johnny Morehouse laying the wood to him. The fastest player down, it's non-Morehouse. I'm surprised it's non-Morehouse because he's loving them.
I don't think it's Morehouse.
No, it's not Morehouse down.
Number... He's checking his right leg, so he won't get up until they're absolutely sure he'll be all right. Now he's turned him up. And he runs off under his own power. Number 70, Scott Durant. The beauty of youth. Huh?
I was surprised the running back got up after that hit. That was a really high hit by Johnny Morehouse.
2nd and 2. The ball at the 42-yard line of Classico. 6-0. Classico leads it. Lynn throws it long. He's got a man out there all by himself, and he couldn't reach him. Overthrown as intended for number 21, Jeff Jessup. He had his man beat, but the ball was just flat overthrown. There was no question about it. It'll be 3rd and 2.
I can see the Classico defense talking about you should have taken it up, I should have done it. There were 2 open receivers back there. You had a chance with either one.
Let's not let that happen again, they're saying back there, and they move back a little more now this time. Womack throws his way forward and gets the first down to about the 35-yard line of Classico. Keeps the drive alive. They move the chains, and the ball is just nudging the 35-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for Framingham. They trail by a score of 6-0 here in the 2nd quarter. Reverse brings it back this way to Jessup. Read beautifully by 1, 2, 3, 4 green jerseys. In there beautifully on that one.
Primo McKenzie was the one that read it the first, so he shut him down, made him go way wide. And then Dan Ward, who was the quarterback, by the way, playing defense, came up to help out with the hit.
Good read by the Classical defense on that one. They were just waiting for him to come around, and Jessup was hit and dropped. Smothered. The ball's at the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9. This is Cabro. He gets it down to the 30. This guy's got some speed.
I was just going to say, he doesn't run as hard as Adam Womack, but he's a little bit quicker.
It's called a 3rd and a long 5.
This is a difference, too. They didn't get 5 or 6, 7 yards on first down, so now it's not 3rd and short. It's 3rd and about 5 or 3rd and long.
Framingham and White. They have possession of the football at the Classical 35. Good draw, but I believe that might have been Womack. Nope. Jessup on the carry. Gets it down to about the 27-yard line. The ball's at the 27. 4th down, and we'll call it 2.
He just hit the line of scrimmage, kept those feet moving, and carried a couple of people with him for a couple of yards.
He's got to bring that ball down to the 25-yard line to keep his drive alive. Get the first down. It's 4th down, and they're going for it. No, I don't think he made it.
No,
I do not think he made it.
He knocked the ball a foot short.
Good call by Eddie McGilligan right there. He said the middle of the Classical line. There was about 5 of them were in there. Stop Womack. He stopped him short by a good yard, too. The ball's at the 26, going the other way now. As Classical stops him and brings it back. They lead by a score of 6-0 with 5:05 to go in the first half. And we're ready to play football once again. There's Jenny Ward Goes out with the instructions. Snaps them out of the huddle. Fired up classical defense, just playing great. Busted play right there, and Ward wisely held on to it. He turned around and handed it to somebody. There was no one there but goalpost behind him.
The halfback went right, and he thought the pitch was supposed to go left. And he said, uh-oh, I think I'm in trouble.
He said, let's try that one again. I don't think we did that one that way in practice. 2nd and 10 for the Rams. Wide right is Gian Gregorio. Pitch. Goes to Morehouse. Morehouse got some room. Spins and bowls his way forward across the 40. See where they place that down, just shy of the 40. At the 39-yard line. Good pickup in the play, enough for the first down. The ball is at their own 39. 1st and 10. They lead by a score of 6-0 with 4:20 to go here in the first half.
Taco Gabrielli showed up and being a real long game. He looked like he was going to go a lot further.
Morehouse and Cox. Again, Morehouse, left side. Give the forward progress out to the 41-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and about 8.
I think Glasgow decided that they're a little bit quicker than a Framingham North defense to the outside, because most of their plays are now working to the outside.
Bingo setback is Cox. Ward looking downfield. He's got a man. Intended for Malcolm Brown out here at the Framingham 40-yard line.
It looked like an easy catch, but in fairness to Malcolm Brown, he was running a pat and he had to stop, turn around, come back to the ball.
And then had a jump for it.
And then had a jump for the ball. It looked like it was in his hands. Everyone thinks he should have caught it, but that's a tough play.
It's a tough one.
Coming back to the ball. It was a little bit underthrown. He was wide open though.
But they got him loose out here at about the Framingham 40-yard line. Good pass too by Ward. So he's got a 3rd and 8. Draw up the middle to Cox. Gets it out to about the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about a good long 5. We'll call it 6, all right? 4th and 6. Snap. Gets it away. Line drive kick. That's going to bounce. Out of bounds. Down near the 32-yard line of Framingham. And that's where Framingham North will put it in play with 2 minutes and 59 seconds to go. Framingham has the ball at their own 30. Let's see where they place it down. Looks like about the 31. All right, it'll be 31. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Framingham. Going right to left, they trail by a score of 6-0. 2 minutes, 59 seconds to go here in the first half. Tough classical defense has been strong all night long in this first half. Nowhere. It's back, pushed back.
There's Peter Brushy again.
Rocky and Joyce in there on the hip. Pushes it back to the 29-yard line.
People be too to learn by now. Early cannot run up the middle against Classical. Classical cannot throw over the middle against Framingham now.
I think Classical has learned their part, but I don't think Framingham has learned theirs yet. Everybody's in there quickly. Lynn's pitch is wide. I don't know who got that.
They're calling it down, so it looks like the ball is still loose, so it looks like they're calling it the ball down.
We're going to bring it back to the just across the 30 to the 31. The Colorado fumble recovered by Framingham, and the ball is now 3rd and 9.
That was an option by John Lynch, but he didn't have much of an option. He got outside and he was about to be tackled. The ball just squared out of his hand.
Teams have warned that there's 2 minutes, or just shy of 2 minutes left in the first half, with the score 6-0 in favor of the Rams. It means a lot for Classical to get off on a winning track at the beginning of the season, and I'm sure Coach is scouting this one. I see Bob DeFelice from Winthrop down here, and Ken Perrone, I believe, from Salem is here.
Oh, it's a nice night for
I'm
the coach.
sure.
They get to see 2 teams.
Yeah, and I thought I saw Perrone earlier, and I see Bob DeFelice, and I'm sure there's a few more scouts here from various Northeast Conference teams watching Classical. And they must be impressed with that defense, what they've seen so far. Lynch back. Way downfield again, intended for Jessup, but overthrown again. As Lynch has had to hurry those passes.
He's throwing the ball really well.
I think, frankly, that's what it is. He's just had to...
But he's throwing it before the halfback. I'm not sure Kyle Lewis could have got down there in time to catch that pass. Because that ball was thrown extremely well, but they're having no time to run patterns because the Classical defense is all over the quarterback.
Single man back is Derek Marino, back at his own 40, awaiting the Framingham kick. Gets it away. It's a beauty. Back at the 25. Marino. Away from one man? No. Yes. Still on his feet. Now hit and dropped. Inside the 25, down at about the 24-yard line. The ball is at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rams. They lead by a score of 6-0. A minute 28 to go in the first half. They've got the football.
Are you going to have to go on a scavenger hunt and find us another
Well, we got a bulb. I just don't know whether anybody's put the switch to turn on the juice.
It's getting awful dark.
It is, isn't it? Huh? Well, we can do something I may have to do something at the half here. Carvel Cox stays on his feet and bowls his way up close to the 30. And Classical wants a timeout right here. Second and 7 coming up with a minute and 12 to go in the first half. 6-0. Classical leads it.
I suppose it would be tempting to try and get some more points on the board, but by the same token, you don't want to give Framingham North anything to go into the locker and they'll be happy about it at halftime.
Very strong ball club, this Framingham club, and I'll tell you, Classical's playing them tough. Really tough.
I know one thing. Adam Womack from Framingham North is really going to relax on the bus on the way home. He's carried the ball almost 60% of the time, and he's playing middle linebacker on defense. So that's a
He's been in the ball game. He's been in the ball game. Single setback is Cox. Danny Ward downfield. He's got a man out here. It's Brown. This time he gets it. The identical play as before at about the same location, right out of the 40-yard line of Framingham. This time thrown perfectly, and Malcolm Brown was right there. Just spun himself around quickly and just caught it over his left shoulder and fell out of bounds up near the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rams.
Excellent executed play. He just lofted that ball up and let him run under it.
Good play by the Rams. They send everybody left this time. Student body left, and they give the ball to Cox. Cox has got some room. Flies his way out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Far side of the field. Flag on the play.
That's probably either a hold or a clip or one of those penalties with everybody and his brother blocking. Somebody had to do something wrong. It's a hold.
It's a hold against Classical with 57 seconds to go here in the first half. 6-0, the Rams lead it. They're going to move that ball back a little bit. Marks it off from the point of the infraction. And comes out to the hash mark and marches it up. It's out near the Framingham 43-yard line. First and 16 for Classical. Here's our light.
Let there be light.
Let there be light. Young man walks through the door and turns on the light bulb. Now that's pretty good stuff. Bat of the way.
That's one of those basketball passes. Just flip it from the quarterback. Look at.
It was intended for Seymour McKenzie, but I don't think he really ever got his hand on it as it was slapped away.
That came close to being another one of those interceptions.
Not across the middle this time, but a little bit left, but Classical retains possession. It was second and about 16 from the 42-yard line. Bat of the way by number 43, Mike Frank. It'll be third down and 16.
I think for those, they have to go a little bit deeper, I think.
They found the pattern with Malcolm Brown and almost worked twice. It did work once for a big first down to get them into Framingham territory. Haven't been able to move it on 2 downs. Now it'll be third and 16 for the Rams. We get whistles again. Another flag. Third and 21 as the ball's moved back to the 47-yard line of Framingham. 51 seconds to go here, first half. 6-0, Classical leads it. On a 4-yard run by Danny Ward. Ward straight back, bothered. Can't take it on the first bounce.
No.
Much as you'd like to, Carvel, it can't be done. 4th and 21, and Framingham's going to get the ball back with about 45 seconds to go here in the first half.
It looked like a screen pass was caught, but I'm not sure. Clark didn't look like he was expecting the ball to be thrown to him, so I'm not sure if it was a screen pass. He might have been the safety valve. They might have been looking downfield first. But Framingham put a lot of pressure on Danny Ward that time, and he had no place to go except get rid of it very quickly.
You're going to get 5 more?
One official signal penalty, but Framingham North called timeout also, so I'm not sure what they're going to do here.
They're going to march 5.
They're going to march it on.
They're going to get 5 more? This will take it into Classical territory.
Yeah.
The penalties are costing them here.
They're going to give them a delay of game, I believe.
Now it's into Classical territory at their own 47, 40. And 3 plays have cost them 20 yards. 10 and 2 5s, right?
Yeah, I think.
Yep.
Coach Dempsey is questioning the official on his play. I think he's saying, why delay a game if Framingham North called timeout? And I think the official's saying that he called a penalty before they called their timeout. It's also interesting to see that you can tell which coach is leading at the time, because when Joe Dempsey called the referee, he said, "Sir." So
not hey you. Not hey you, huh?
He said, "Sir." So later in the season, it may not be that charitable.
Oh, it's a nice, pleasant evening out here weather-wise, so and he's got the lead. Comfortable. Wide, wide, still roaming, still roaming. Puts his man up the middle, it's Brown. That was Marino who threw that one. So Danny Ward flips it back to Marino. Marino wide to his right, then finds Malcolm Brown. Doesn't give him enough for the first down, but it ate up a little bit of the clock, and it's now 40 seconds to go. And Framingham gets the ball back. And the ball's at the 46-yard line of Framingham. First and 10 for the Spartans.
Well, we know he can throw it that far. He's got one long throw left, so.
He's got a couple of chances to put them on the board here before the end of the first half. Lynch flips it out. Almost picked off by Brown. Overthrown, really. Man that had the real shot at that ball was Malcolm Brown. 27 seconds to go here, first half. Second and 10. Ball at the 47-yard line. Pitch wide to Jessup. Nowhere. The ball right at the 50. With 19 seconds to go, Framingham wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here. And John, got to credit this classical defense in this first half. They played great.
No question. Too, Rocky's been all over the field. He's making tackles everywhere. I have to question that last play with about 20, 25 seconds left to play. You're down 6-0 at the end of the half. I don't understand why they're not throwing the ball deep. They haven't run the ball too successfully against Glasgow, and with only 1 or 2 plays left, I would think they'd be looking to try and get some points on the board.
Lynch has not been able to really set himself up in that backfield to throw the ball, though, has he?
No, the Glasgow defense.
Yeah, they're in there in a hurry.
Well, they got a lot of experience. Jay Krug, the McKenzie boys, Brocky, those people have got a lot of experience on defense. They're 2 or 3 year players, and it's showing.
Morehouse and Malcolm Brown are the beat men back for Classico. Lays it up there. But Jessup again overthrown. 13 seconds to go. Fourth down for Framingham. Maybe Classico will get the ball back.
He does not have an opportunity to drop back in any kind of a pocket and take a look around for our receiver. He's dropping back and throwing the ball to a spot and hoping they can run under it because he's getting devoured by the rest of the Classico line.
This man has got some speed, too, that you're looking at, number 21, Jeff Jessup, but he just can't catch up with these passes because they're thrown too quickly. Number 43, Mike Frang, back to punt of the way for Framingham. Brown and Johnny Morehouse. Brown way back inside his 10. He's going to fall forward with time running out here in the first half. That, I believe, is the end of the first half. So, after 2 quarters of play here at Manning Bowl, the score is Classico 6, Framingham nothing. We'll be back with the third quarter kickoff in just a couple of minutes. Completed, good boot. Morehouse picks it up right at the goal line. Throws his way forward and is very fortunate to get it out across the 15-yard line. And they put it down at the 16, so that's where the Rams will have it as we start the third quarter. The score is 6-0, and I'm Ray McGuigan along with John Hoffman, and we saw a pretty good first half of defense put up here by Classical, John.
No question about that, Ray. I just did a few stats unofficially. Framingham not only had 52 yards rushing in the first half. Their leading rusher, of course, was Womack with 29 yards.
Lone touchdown on the ball game scored by Danny Ward from 4 yards out. As he kept it right up the middle and scored the touchdown in the first quarter, and that's all the scoring we've had. It's been a defensive struggle as you look at the score as we start the third quarter. It is second down and about 5 for the Rams, just across the 21-yard line of Classico. Danny Ward, and a good carry by the quarterback as he gets out across the 25 and down near the 29-yard line before he's finally dropped down. There is a flag on the play.
Face mask against Framingham North.
This will be a big one. Moves it out across the 30, out to the 34-yard line. Now Classical's got some running room. Inadvertent grab of the face mask. So it's out near the 34 now. First and 10 for the Rams. They lead 6-0. Third quarter just started.
I'm not sure they want the quarterback to take hits like that too many times this year, though. Right?
Fumble picked up by Framingham. Just an absolute bad handoff there. The exchange never took place.
Ted Greenblatt.
Number 81, Ted Greenblatt, a junior, in there quickly to fall on that loose ball. He was all alone. Just a bad exchange right there, and gives the ball back over to Framingham in good field position at the Classical 32-yard line. First and 10 now for Framingham. Lynch, the quarterback. Womack again on the carry across the left side. Ball's down around the 27-yard line. Second down, we'll call it 7. Maybe make it 6. Second and 6. I said it before he corrected me, huh?
We've been almost on sync tonight.
Yeah, we've been pretty good tonight. Well, we've had a couple of warm-ups. We had the Aganis game and we had the Jamboree. So we're starting to get into the same wavelength. The ball right at the 25-yard line. Third down and about 4. Third down and 4 for Framingham. Well, I spoke too soon, I guess, John.
Open mouth and third foot.
Yeah, that's it. He's going to get me sooner or later, right? The pitch goes to Jerome Tabaro, and no gain.
They lost
that Classical defense. Look at all those green jerseys around that football, huh?
They lost a couple of that play. It was a really slow play.
Yeah.
It was a fake-off tackle and looked like an option for the quarterback, and he just held it and held it. And finally, all the defenders were there, and he had no place to go.
Fourth down, 6 yards. They're going to go for it. Bad snap, and the exchange goes all the way back to the 35-yard line. And who's right there? Number 17, Danny Ward. Downs the ball. Classical takes over. They've got the ball at the 35-yard line. First and 10 for the Rams. They have the football and the lead with a score of 6-0. Third quarter, 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Rams in their home dock jerseys and gold trim. Bad snap again, and the exchange doesn't work, and I believe Framingham got it back once again.
Malcolm Brown dropped the ball.
Defense doesn't get a breather. They come right back out on the field as Framingham gets the ball back. The offense for Framingham back out there. The ball is at the 32-yard line.
Jeff Anderson recovered for... Well, last time the break, they lost 4 yards.
Lynn looking down. Hits his man across the middle and down the left side, and it's number 34, I believe. I think that was Womack. No, number 84, excuse me. It's Eric Long, number 84. Eric Long on the reception. The ball is second down, less than a yard. The ball is at the 23-yard line of Classical. They call it a first down, and they give it the first down, so it's first and 10 at the 23.
That's their first completion of the night, too.
We've got to have some flags on that one.
That was one of those Chinese fire drills where everybody moved before the ball was snapped. Everybody lost track of the snap count on that play.
ball 6 at the 20, but we'll see what the official timeout is. We have an injured player from Framingham on the field.
And that's Adam
Is that Womack?
That's Womack. And I can understand why. I don't know if he's got hurt or if he's exhausted because he's been playing both ways. He's been playing an awful lot of football up there.
Penalty, I believe, or the penalty is against Framingham also. This could be a double dip right here if they lose Womack and get the penalty on the same play. That would not be very good for Framingham.
This is a big stand for Clarksville. If they hold them again here, it's got to be a big plus after turning the ball over on a fumble.
He runs off the field.
Good to see he's okay.
I'll tell you, that is one tough football player. That's Adam Womack. He's playing both ways. He looked to me like he was hurt, but he's not. This was just one of those cramps. So, they move the ball back to the 27-yard line. And this Framingham has it 1st and 15 at the classical 27. He's going to be hit before he can throw it, really.
Johnny Morehouse
and number 80, Seymour McKenzie, are in there in a hurry. 2nd down and 15.
Glasgow was sending everybody that time. That's a good play on Johnny Morehouse's part. All the motion came to the right side, and he's a halfback on the left side. He just said, no one's coming my way, so I think I'll go get the quarterback.
And he got him. 2nd and 15. Classical leads by a score of 6-0. Framingham trying to move it at the classical 27-yard line. Mike Frang on the carry. New man in there in the backfield, I think replacing Womack for a breather. Frang is in there with number 21, Jessup. Lynch gets the play from the bench. Breaks him out of the huddle. Framingham in white. Classical in the dark green jersey. 3rd down and 12. Lynch looks around, gets some time this time, throws it high. Intended for Jessup. Incomplete.
That pass was not going to be anywhere near 1st down, so.
4th and about 13. The ball just at the 25-yard line.
I was looking to see if they might try a field goal. They had a kid here that he kicked the ball in the end zone. He was kicking the ball, and I think they're going to try a field goal. I just saw him throw the tee out. He kicked this ball a long way. And exactly what they're going to do, 82. Marco Gabrielli.
He's going to try himself. Let's see. He's going to place that thing down at the 32.
Yep.
So this will be a 42-yard field goal attempt for Gabrielli. Holding will be Lynch. Too much time. This may take him out of range. Let's see what happens. May take him out of range.
He kicked the ball almost out of the stadium in pregame warm-up, so they may give him a shot at this.
He's going to try it. They're placing it down at the 37. I wonder.
This is a pretty good weapon because if they get closer again, it's only 6-0. 2 field goals would tie it up, so we also have to remember the quarterback is a holder, so anything could happen.
Soccer style, I didn't notice it. No, it's straight ahead.
No, he just
okay. 47-yard field goal attempt. It's booted. It's high. Short. It's short. And Womack was down again. Womack's down again with that same foot. It looks like he's getting a cramp in that left leg.
I hope that's all it is, because he's a very good football player. I hope it's nothing serious.
He keeps trying to stretch it out. I think it's a cramp that he keeps getting. Because he tried to put some pressure on it. So there is an official timeout as we look at the ball placed at the 30-yard line. And Classical will take over, I believe. 1st and 10 from their own 30. They lead by a score of 6-0, 3rd quarter with 6:42 to go. Womack's still down, and they're trying to stretch out that left leg.
That's too big defensive stance for Glasgow.
Just about 10 yards short on that field goal attempt by Gabrielli.
Well, with Glasgow, of course, the penalty pushed him back. The first time Framingham North was able to salvage -4 yards after the fumble recovery. The pass play put him down, gave them first down to 23, but then the penalty moved them back, and they're only able to get to the 30-yard line. So the offenses can't do much with this Glasgow defense. They're playing really strong and hard-nosed defense.
Womack's still down as he's being tended to by the trainers. And they're looking over that left leg. Why do I have a feeling he's going to stand up again and run off this field?
Well, I think if he had his brothers, he would stand up and run into the huddle and play middle linebacker again. But it's going to take him at least for one play. But I
It
just
took him out for about 3 plays and put him back in there for the field goal attempt. And I think he re-injured the same ligament or leg. So it's 6-0 with Classical leading here in the third quarter. 6:42 to go. I'm Ray McGuigan along with John Hoffman as Classical is showing us some real tough defense. And there's Womack up on his feet once again, walking off really under his own power. Now running. No, he decides to walk.
Yeah, we mentioned this in the first half by ourselves when we were off camera. Eric Lynn just doesn't seem to be anywhere for Lynn Classical. He's one of their better running backs. But Cowbell Cox is really picking up the load. He had 56 yards rushing in the first half, along with 2 interceptions.
Danny Ward sends them all to the right side again and follows that blocking around his right side. Still up, still going. Very close to midfield. Big pickup by Danny Ward. As he had that entire offensive line to his right side, and he just followed some blocking. Followed a wave of green jerseys around that right side. Ball is up at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rams.
That's a pretty good weapon where he also has the option to throw the ball. He's got good speed.
Single setback. Behind Ward. Pitches 2. That looks like Robert Johnson. I believe that might be, yes, it was, his first carry of the night. Number 10, Robert Johnson, in there on the carry. It is 2nd and 3. Good pickup for Bob. Gets it inside the 45, down just over the 45-yard line on the 44-yard line side. Now he sends them off to the right again. Everybody's right. Pitch right. Back this way comes Malcolm Brown. There is one tough young man, I'll tell you.
Nice bit of running by Malcolm Brown. He refused to go down. He kept those legs going.
Brings it all the way down to the 35-yard line, and I'll tell you, credit a lot of that to Malcolm all on his own, because they had everybody going the other way, and Malcolm come back this way on the reverse and really split it down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 again for the Rams. They're moving the ball very effectively on the ground. Cowbell Cox across the middle. The ball down to the 34-yard line. Classical grinding it out here with 5 minutes and 5 seconds to go, third quarter. They've got the lead 6-0 and in command of the football right now at the 34-yard line of Framingham. Joe Giangongorio goes wide to the right. Everybody else is wide right. There goes Ward again. Gets some room. No, fumbles it away. Picked up by Classical, but a big loss. Cowbell Cox fell on that football back near midfield, and they're going to place it down at about the 48-yard line.
He stand out like a loaf of bread. Had that out exposed to everybody. He couldn't make the corner, and
Third and a half a mile, as they call it. 3rd and 24 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go here, third quarter. Classical with their work cut out for them right now to keep this drive alive. Framingham sends 3 men deep.
we might see that Ward to Brown.
Draw up the middle. Doesn't get much, but sets it up in the middle for the punt, and it'll be 4th down, long yardage. Fourth and long. Jessup, way back on his 20, at his 15 now, awaiting the classical punt. Gets it away. It's high, not deep, but high. Hit immediately.
Teague right there on the ball.
Teague is right there. The minute he caught that football, he was hit. And the ball is dropped down at the 26-yard line. Framingham player is down on the field, and we'll call an official timeout right here. So the timeout on the field with the score, Classical 6, Framingham nothing. We'll be right back. Ed McGilligan just called the penalty as illegal participation against Framingham. Too many men on the field. Turning the corner is Cox. He gets around the corner and down near the 20-yard line.
He made the first down. That's a big play for Glasgow. Would have, instead of Framingham not having the ball, they now have first down deep in their territory.
Just shy of the 20-yard line. Big first down carry by Carvel Cox. Gets it down near the 21-yard line. First and 10 for the Rams. They lead 6-0. 3:06 to go unofficially in the third quarter. They've got it on the near hash mark as they send everybody wide to the left side now. Single setback. Here's Cox. High and deep. Looking for Brown. He's got it and drops it. He was covered, and I mean covered.
He's a basketball player.
He almost had it. Credit Malcolm Brown with a great effort right there as he went up high in the air, and he had white jerseys all over him, but he tried to come down with that football. Momentarily had it, but fell away. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 21 of Framingham. Cox wide to the right, gets it down inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
He had tearaway jersey, that might have been a touchdown.
3rd and about 3rd and 7. Again, we have the single setback in Cox behind Ward. Quick snap. Looks across the middle. They were ready for it. Framingham picks it off. That play has cost Classical dearly in this ballgame, as there have been about 4 interceptions in this ballgame, all on passes across the middle. The Framingham takes the ball over with 2:10 to go in the third quarter. They trail by a score of 6-0. They've got it deep at the 12-yard line, their own 12.
Womack didn't intercept that one, but he tipped it. That's the old tip drill.
They place it down finally at just about the 14. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 14 of Framingham. Is that Womack or is that LaPlante? Looked like number 32. Angelo Mamateus. Official timeout on the far side of the field as we have an injured player down for Classical. Getting up very carefully is number 73, Joe Joyce. He's okay, running off under his own power. Big Joe, 6'2", 240. 2nd and 7 for Framingham. Womack on the carry. Got it out to about the 17. 3rd and about 6.
They're being awful stubborn right in the middle of that Classical line. They're getting no place.
Big play right here for Framingham as they've been testing this Classical defense all night long, and Classical equal to the task. Ripped and dropped in the backfield.
Seymour McKenzie.
Seymour McKenzie.
Play.
He just flew into the air. And Frank Nichols. Fourth down and a long way. We'll call it 4th and about 14. So they're going to kick it away, and I believe Classical will get good field position out of this as we wind it down in the 3rd quarter. Malcolm Brown, the only man back at his 45 at the Framingham 45-yard line. Good boot. Right up near midfield at the 46. Malcolm, does he have room to get around the corner? Stays on his feet and gets it down to about the 32-yard line.
Malcolm Brown has made his presence felt here tonight. He's doing an excellent job.
And good football for Dave Dempsey's ball club tonight, and they are playing great.
And once again, the defense gives the offense excellent field position.
Everybody wide to the right, as you can see. This is Marino. Ball at the 36-yard line.
Ted Greenblatt made a great defensive play. He came from the near side of the field, chasing Derek Marino. Caught him from behind.
So after 3 quarters of play here at Manning Bowl, the score is Classical 6 and about the between 35 and 36-yard line for Classical in Framingham territory as we start the 4th quarter. 2nd and about 8.
Defense did again, right? -4 yards.
For Framingham in the 3rd quarter.
In the 3rd quarter, and they had 2 excellent scoring opportunities from covering 2 fumbles deep in Classical territory, and they wound up with -4 yards.
Out they come, 2nd and 8 as we start the 4th quarter. Classical leads at 6-0. Marino, the quarterback. Malcolm Brown spins his way across the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. Marino brings Filto out with him, and Brown takes himself for a breather. Richard Filto, a senior, is in there. Number 8 goes wide to his left. Calvel Cox, a single setback behind Marino. Marino rolls out to his left. Puts it high. Almost picked off down by the 5-yard line. Incomplete. Intended for Filto. Incomplete. Now it'll be 4th down and 6. The ball is at the 34-yard line of Framingham. Coming in is Malcolm Brown with the play for Derek Marino.
Doesn't look like they're going to kick the ball, which is surprising the way the defense has been playing.
Marino still on his feet. Does he get a block? No. Doesn't get it. Didn't drop, and Framingham takes over. They'll take over at about the 34-yard line. Their own 34. So we're in the fourth quarter here at Manning Bowl with 10 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Framingham will have the football once again, trailing by a score of 6-0. As this big, strong, classical defense has come to play football tonight.
No question. They got some excellent numbers. Right now, at the end of 3 periods, Framingham North had 48 yards rushing.
Lynn trying to get them on track on offense. Again, sends it up against that line. He maybe picks up a yard or two. Injured player down on the field, and the officials call timeout as they place the ball down on the 35-yard line. They will give him a pickup of 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd and 9. Clock stopped at 9:50. Official timeout right here, and the injured player is up, and Angelo Mamitas. Thank you, Eddie. We've been pretty no sync tonight, you and I. Yeah. He's got it.
Yes.
John had it, yeah. Thank you, Eddie. Lynn. Picked off.
What a great play by Dan Ward.
Danny Ward.
As did this play, those guys in the six can help out too.
They sure can. So now the ball is at the 49-yard line of Classico, and they get the football back. The defense once again comes to the rescue.
That's a great play and that's the quarterback that made that play.
He's been playing tough. Classico takes the timeout. Timeout on the field with the score. Classico 6, Framingham nothing. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Rams at their own 49-yard line. Filto in motion. Johnny Morehouse on the carry, and he gets some good yardage out of that. He got about 5. And that's just where they place it down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a good, strong 2nd and 5. 9 minutes straight up remaining in the contest. Classical leads at 6-0. They've got the football. Marino, the quarterback. Brown in motion. Bad snap. Marino falls on it.
That was a slow developing play too. Malcolm Brown came in motion towards the near side, and he had to slow down a bit, and the count was long, and he looked like he almost turned away. He couldn't get a good block. As it turned out, didn't really miss with the bad snap anyway.
So it'll be 3rd down. We'll call it 3rd and 6. As the ball is at the 47-yard line. All Framingham. Marino brings them out. Morehouse talks behind Marino. Gets a good block once. Gets away from another man. Decides to keep. Gets some room. We get flagged. The ball's all the way up to the 35-yard line, and it may go for naught.
Peter Grocky is back there.
He knows.
Shaking his head because I think they got him for either a clip or a hold or...
A personal foul maybe, too. A couple of them were jarring at it back there after the play had developed beyond them.
I don't know if anybody knows, but that blitz was by Adam Womack, the middle linebacker. He came flying in to force Marino to the outside.
This is going to cost them. It's going to bring it a long way back. All the way back to the 44-yard line. 10 yards for holding. They're back at their own 44. It'll be third and a long way. They're going to get it all the way up to the Framingham 40 for the first down. Oh, we'll get some flags on this one, too. Boom. Somebody just went down. As Ted Greenblatt come in there in a hurry and just threw Derek Marino down, but the play had been blown dead.
Goes to the refrigerator.
Goes against the Rams, and will move it back 5 more, and it's now inside the 40, down at the 38-yard line.
This is the best drive Framingham North has had all night.
It'll be third down now in about 21. Marino comes in with the play. Flags again. Tries to hit the man across the middle and Cox, but there was a flag thrown as the play developed. This may cost, and they move him back again.
Against Glasgow for a back in motion, but they may refuse it. They're going to, the clock is moving right out with these penalties. They keep running plays over again.
To get him the punt of the way.
The coach is telling them, refuse the penalty. We've got to hurry up and try and get the ball back.
Decline. And now, with a 4th and 20, the ball inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. Classico will kick it away. Going back deep is John Fitzgerald, number 12, and Jeff Jessup, number 21. Fitzgerald, the lone deep man. The boot goes somewhere.
We got
flag again. We got a roughing the kicker.
But Classico might have got the ball. The fumble with Classico might have got the ball.
Classico gets the ball up here on the fumble, but
I think
so they'll get the experience, of course. Because they had 21 yards to go for the...
No question. Scott Durant recovered the fumble, which was the second time they've lost the ball on punch, but I'm sure they'll take the ball. No, they're bringing the ball back now. I don't...
But they're on that first down anyway.
But I'm looking for field position. They had the ball. Would have been a first down with the fumble recovery.
They're bringing it all the way up.
Well, they lost 2 yards on the
They
fumble
lost
recovery.
2 yards on the fumble recovery, but they get the ball back anyway. And they've got it now up at the 46-yard line of Framingham. 6:50 to go, and as they say, when you get it going your way. Everything happens right. Jenny Ward back in there. Cox holds his way across the 40. Carvel Cox on a good carry right there. Clock is running with 6:40 to go. 6-0. Classico leads it, 4th quarter. It'll be second down and about 4. That's a long 3, Eddie. Johnny Morehouse. You gotta love the way this guy runs.
They've got some good running backs in their stable. Coach Jeffs is going to be really pleased.
They don't lose anything when they bring in Brown either. Filto out, Brown in, so you get Brown in there along with Calvel Cox, Johnny Morehouse.
And we alluded to the fact that Eric Landers is not playing tonight for
This is Cox. They were waiting for him that time. Look at all those white jerseys around him.
it was a little bad timing on the snap, too. They were lucky to have a turnover. He was still developing.
Classico smelling this victory now. They want to keep that football as the ball is at the 32-yard line. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 for the Rams at the Framingham 32-yard line. Cox still on his feet. Good pickup right up near first down. He got it. He got the first down, and that was a big one right there for Carvel Cox. Put a star on his helmet for tonight, I'll tell you, because he played a great football game.
Well, he needs 3 yards to reach 100 yards.
And he played a good one. First and 10 for the Rams as we come down to 5:11. And Framingham calls a timeout right now to try and stop this momentum that has been generated by Cox and Morehouse. And they've just been, in that offensive line, just been blowing people out of the way, and they've been picking up some big yardage.
Framingham North has been able to do absolutely nothing. Everything they do, they drop, punch. They haven't been able to run the ball as well at all. They had, so far, this period, they have a plus 1 yard. They ran one play for a yard, and they haven't got the ball back since.
It's been a good one here at Manning Bowl for an opening game of the season. Two very good football teams going at it. Going at it, I mean, really head-to-head. Great hitting. And the penalties have not been the personal foul types. They've been the, offsides, illegal procedures, and too many men on the field, that sort of thing, which you may find a lot in an opening game of the season. But
the penalties have helped Plasko run out the time in the period.
That's right. 5:09 to go, fourth quarter, 6-0. Plasko with the first down at the 21 of Framingham. Cox again. Gets it back to about the line of scrimmage.
It's been a long time since I've seen the Lynn schools have running backs that run this hard. Now, that was a play there where he stopped 2 yards deep in the backfield and fought his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Cox is a sophomore. I was just going to ask where he was last year. Now, I can see Cox in the backfield with Frazier. That might have been something to watch, huh? Not that time. Robert Johnson. We're under 5 minutes. We're down to 4:22 unofficially remaining in the contest. And the ball is at the 22-yard line. 21. 3rd and 11. Big play right here for the Rams once again. Keep this drive alive. Keep the ball out of the hands of Framingham. As the clock is really starting to work against Framingham with under 4 minutes to go. Brown in the slot. Nowhere.
Marcellotti just came in like a freight train, untouched, and level Danny Ward.
Danny Ward was shaken up on the play. Official timeout. Danny's getting up now. He's okay, but he just wanted to take a little bit longer getting up, and I don't blame him. He was hit hard on that play. 4th down. No, taken over by, I thought that was the 3rd. This is the 4th, isn't it?
This should be 4th.
Fox, the scoreboard says 1st down, but I think it's 4th on it. Yes, it is 4th.
It's 4th.
Now they'll take it away. They can push Framingham way back on this one. Going to kick it to the corner. He does. Bounces at around the 12-yard line. So with 3:17 to go, Framingham gets the ball once again. They trail by a score of 6-0. Officials bring it out from the far side. They'll place it down on the hash marks at around the 12-yard line, would you say?
Your guess is good as mine.
Yeah, pretty dark over there. 12-yard line. Okay, well, I'll agree with you on that one, Eddie. The ball is at the 12-yard line of Framingham, and they've got a long way to go with 3:17 to go. Can be done. Good strong arm. Big draw up the middle for Womack. Frank, all right. That keeps that clock running, though. Under 2 minutes. Under 3 minutes. Check it. Under 3 minutes, and now Classical wants timeout.
I don't know if Framingham North is going to be able to run the ball from this spot on the field. They're going to have to put the ball in the air against Glasgow. That's a long way to go to run the ball that far, and they haven't been successful at all.
Gave Framingham a break right there. The clock was running and winding down under 3 minutes, and Classical called the timeout. So it was second down and about 3 for Framingham. Now they got it down to 2:46 officially remaining in the football game. Classical leads it by a score of 6-0. Don't go away from this one yet. It's not over yet.
This is a funny fourth period. That last play was only the second play that Framingham North has run in the fourth period.
I'll tell you, Classical's defense has dominated the second half. I mean, really dominated the second half.
But you would think the offense would have dominated it during that period, but there were penalties and fumble kicks, and they just couldn't get the ball back. And it's still only 6-0.
Big break right there. He's loose. Mike Frame all the way, touchdown. Looking upfield, I don't see any flags, and this game is tied. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go, Mike Frame broke it loose up the middle, got some running room, broke a couple of tackles in the secondary, and went all the way. All the way for the touchdown. I think Classical was looking for pass. The draw up the middle worked.
Yeah, that's for sure. They were looking for him to put the ball in the air. And I just got through saying I didn't think they could run that ball that far, but of course he broke 2 tackles. That's a strong run.
Mike Frame.
Where has he been all night?
Yes, a senior.
They just about double their output. Now they have Marco Gabrielli, who can kick the points after. And you have to feel for Clarksville. This would be a shame for the Clarksville defense if they kick this point and they do go down to defeat if they can't get back on the scoreboard after this.
A game that was absolutely dominated by the Classical defense for 3 full quarters and 8.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. And on one play, Framingham has tied it up.
When you consider that was only the third play that they'd run in the fourth quarter. It's unbelievable.
Out they come. Marco Gabrielli will attempt the point after. Gets himself ready. Holding will be Danny Lynch. They want one more player out there, and they deserve to have him. They play with 11. They ready. We're tied. 6-6. Down and up. It is good. It is good. And the teams come back upfield. And the score, Framingham 7, Classical 6. We'll be back with the Framingham kick in just a moment. Johnson. All right, we're ready to go. Johnson on the far side, Cox in the middle, Malcolm Brown deep on the right side. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Framingham leads it by a score of 7-6. They're getting ready as Gabrielli will put his toe to it at the 40. And he's going to drive it deep, and he does. Coming down to Cox near the goal line. Got some blocking. Gets his way loose. Finds some running room. Great run back by Cowbell Cox up across the 35-yard line. We've got a ball game with 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go.
There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag up here near the 45.
He was one step away from breaking the whole thing.
They're going to give him some more out of it. Bringing it all the way down into Framingham territory at the 47-yard line. So another big break for the Rams right here. They've got The ball in Framingham territory with 2:19 to go. They trail by a score of 7-6. Don't go away from this one. We got a good one here in the fourth quarter. In motion is Steel Toe. The give is to Morehouse. Still on his feet. Drives his way forward up to about the 42-yard line. Told you not to go away from this one. I'm so glad you didn't.
They got to hurry a little bit in that huddle.
Two-minute warning given to both benches. 2nd and 5. The ball is at the 42-yard line of Framingham. The quarterback is Danny Ward. He's got Malcolm Brown in there along with Johnny Morehouse, Carvel Cox. The big guy, number 80, is Seymour McKenzie. Second and 5. Then he puts it up. We got a flag. We got a flag, and it's going to be called against Framingham. It's going to be called against Framingham. Pass interference down at the 16, 17-yard line. Another big break for Classical.
I'm not sure if they're going to give it. I think it comes back to the line of scrimmage and call illegal use of the hand. It's going to be a penalty from the 42.
They're going to pace it off from the 42. It's going to give them still excellent position as they get the ball down now at the 27. It's at the 27-yard line of Framingham. 1:41 to go. 7-6. Framingham leads it. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Out they come. Danny Ward, the quarterback. Single setback is Johnson. Bad snap.
They're umpiring who's got the ball. Looks like Classical still has the ball. Peter Grocky fell
Might
on
have
the
been
ball.
Grocky that fell on it. That's great. So it's still Classical's ball at the 27. 2nd down and 10. 1:30. The clock is running. Out they come. Johnson, the single setback. Everybody wide left. Pitches to Johnson. He's got a block. Can he turn the corner? Tries to get outside. He can't, and he gets down near the 20.
They're going to start using their timeouts, I think.
The clock is running. 1:06. The ball is right at inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
They're wasting an awful lot of time. Dean Ward went all the way over the sidelines to get a play from the coach after that play was run.
Malcolm Brown might have brought one in too. He breaks wide to the right side. They break it out quick. He leaves some time. Goes up the middle. Still on the wing. He's got the time. Can he get in? He's close. He's touchdown. He got the touchdown. He hit the corner. Danny Ward couldn't find a man loose. Decided to keep it. Broke from his way over on his left side and took it in for the touchdown, and there's a flag on the play.
This is concerning. I'm not sure what they're going to call.
They're calling it against Framingham.
Against Framingham North.
What a change of events here in the fourth quarter.
He just hit the stick in the corner. Positively amazing. Not bad for a season opener, Rick.
Well, I'm telling you. He started off so slowly with all defense on the part of Classical and by Framingham for 3 3/4 quarters, and there's your touchdown. Signaled by the official.
They called it a dead ball foul on both teams, personal foul on both teams after he scored the touchdown.
It is now 12-7 with 31 seconds to go.
It wasn't both teams. It was just Plasko, but it was after he scored. After he scored.
Very important play right here, 12-7. We saw what could happen when one play, as far as Framingham is concerned, they broke it right up the middle, and Frank went all the way. He went 70 yards or so for the touchdown. And this one isn't over yet. 31 seconds to go. Delay of game called against Classical right there. So the try for the point after will come from the 8.
Perhaps we're going to have to smooth this out. They must have over 100 yards in penalty strike.
We're ready for the point after. It is no good. Wide to the right. No good. The team's wait a minute. They call it. Wait a minute. They're jumping up and down. Did they call it good after all?
I think they just have
They did. They called it good. They called it good. The initial call, I thought, was wide to the right. It is so dark down there, I guess, that they decided they better look again. Okay, so it's 13-7, a 6-point lead for the Rams.
We may have to get the replay of high school football, too.
Great opener for both clubs, and
two crucial penalties on Framingham North. So the personal foul on the kick return, and then the interference.
And the interference that set it up, that gave Ward the time to get over on his. He went left to start that play, and I think he was looking down that left side, saw that he couldn't find anybody loose, and then broke it up the middle, and took it all the way from the left hash mark across field. He ran quite a ways and just dove for that corner and made it.
Initially, I think he was looking for about 5 yards for a first down to keep the drive alive, and he wound up with what could be the winning touchdown. And
he gets it all. He gets the 6 points, and we've got a 13-7 lead for Classico with 31 seconds to go. Danny Ward, both touchdowns.
Mr. Frank is down here at the 50-yard line, so we don't want to kick it at him.
Doc Durant will boot it from his 25. He drills it. He drills it. Bounces up. This is Jessup. He's got some room. He salutes. Oh.
And there's a flag on the play coming down.
Right there.
Lincoln McKenzie was bearing down on it, and the Framingham North player flipped McKenzie from behind, but there was no way he was going to get away from Lincoln McKenzie. He was just, he could probably feel his heart crack on his back. Oh.
Credit Mr. Jessup with one great run back on that play. Jessup. There is a flag, and it's going to push it back.
But they're within striking distance.
With 16 seconds to go, the ball is at the Classical 40-yard line. Classical leads at 13-7. Framingham with 2 plays, maybe.
We practiced this in the last 2.5 minutes of the period. It was like no offense at all. All of a sudden, the last 2.5 minutes, both teams are going wacko.
You could say that about basketball games. See the last 2 minutes, you saw the whole game, and this one has turned into just that here in the 4th quarter. Great defense by both clubs for 3.5 quarters, but that last 5 minutes has been absolute excitement on both sides. Credit Classical. They did not give up. They could have been demoralized with that touchdown that was scored by Framingham to put Framingham ahead. Now Framingham's down 13-7. Lynn. Incomplete. Clock stops with 9 seconds.
It's a strange play, but he hasn't had time to go too deep except to just throw the ball away.
Eight seconds left. It's second and 10 for Framingham at the 40.
I would be willing to bet there'll be a lot of green shirts around number 13 this time.
Send a couple of men deep. He may get hit. He dies. Dropped. That may be it. That may be it. That's the bell. This one's over. And Classical wins it by a score of 13-7. We'll stay right here and wrap this one up quickly, John, and let me tell you something. The final score, Classical 13, Framingham North 7, but what a football game put out here by the Classical Rams in their opening game of the season. I tell you, this was a good one. Wait a minute, it's not over yet, is it? What are they doing?
The coaching staff is out there saying, what's going on here?
Coaches from both teams are out there now. Now they say it's open. No, do they?
I think they're upset with the officials' calls in the last couple of minutes with penalties and so forth.
It's all over. Okay, final score, John, 13-7. Classical wins their opening game of the season. Credit that defense. Really great.
No question. Jim Teague was immense. The two McKenzie boys, Lincoln, Seymour, were unbelievable. Cowbell Clark stepped in and did a super job. He had 97 yards rushing, and the defense turned over the first touchdown. Cowbell Clark had his second interception. He turned it to the 20-yard line, and from where Dan Ward finally snuck in from 4 yards out, and it was 6-0, and that was the total offense for the night until there was 2.5 minutes left to play.
And with that time, then Framingham with the ball deep in their own territory, and I think it was Mike Frang
went 80.
Broke it up the middle for 81 yards for the touchdown. They get the extra point. It's 7-6, and Classical comes right back with the aid of a couple of key penalties called against Framingham. They get the ball into Classical Framingham territory, and then Danny Ward, on it may have been a broken play, went off from his left side all the way across field, dove into the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point try was academic, but they got it, and it was 13-7, and here's your ball game.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a busted play. Those two penalties plus a nice little game by John Morehouse, another nice little game by Bob Johnson, brought them down deep to the 19-yard line. And then Danny Ward went back to throw the ball, and he couldn't find the receiver. He was punted, and I think he just said to himself, I got to make a few yards, get a first down so he can keep this drive alive. He just ran straight up the middle, found the right sideline open, and just was not to be denied. The last yard, he was airborne for the last yard and just hit the orange marker at the goal line and was given a touchdown.
Great utilization of players by Coach Dave Dempsey as he used quite a few players off that bench, and just a great team effort on the part of Lynn Classical as they go one up in the season now, 13-7. They win it, and for John Hoffman, I'm Ray McGuigan. We thank you very much for watching, and good night.